So, as you can see here, this is some brand new Minecraft Earth gameplay footage. This was at WWDC in California. This was for the Apple conference for developers, and this was in their AR section, and they're showing off Minecraft Earth and the stuff you can do. So here you can see that Linda is here. She grabbed some blocks and she started placing them back down, which you can do in the mini version apparently. And then apparently there's also a thing you can place a character down, and you can also by making certain gestures, your character can do that as well. Now you can see it's all the mechanics are fully functional. They shut off some fireworks, and they'll show off some more stuff later. And you can see that now they can take the small model that they built, and what they can do is they can then move it to the big stage. And so they go from the small table where they design it, and they go onto the big stage, and you can see it right here. It turns black, and then it comes out of the bottom. And now this one is life size, and so this one, each block is approximately a meter tall. And so then you can see that she appears there, and you can see how it goes. You can see her on top of it. Now there is some glitchiness around the legs, but that's just because the system is trying to identify what is her legs and what's not. But it works pretty well. I mean, it definitely could be improved, but that works pretty well. And it seems that in this mode, you can still break stuff. Because as you can see later, he can place down roses, and that it accurately calculates how far away the player is. I mean, yeah, there's some issue with like the flower there, but it can accurately like depict how far away, so you can hide behind like those rose bushes. And so here you can see that she flicked the lever that had the feather next to it. Sorry about that. That had the feather next to it, and that released a bunch of chickens. And you see, if you hold seeds, the chickens come to you like that. And so it seems that the mechanics of Minecraft still work properly, and as they do in most other Minecraft versions. Now you can see when she pressed the TNT lever, you can see that it blew a hole in the floor. Now this is very interesting because here what he does is, so he spots some skeletons, but here he shoots the skeletons. He has a bow, which is okay, pretty cool. And I don't see any health bar of any kind. But here he pulls up some flint and steel, and he places flint and steel way back there. And that's way like further than you can do in any other Minecraft game, which is very interesting. And then here you can see the pigs. They go in the mud and they become muddy pigs, which isn't in any other games, but it's very odd. And then here's the creeper to end it all out. And so I think that it's very interesting, the just the way that the ground moves. And my main issue is, what if right here, what if she steps out onto the void? What will happen? Like, how do you get into that cave, and how do you explore that cave? Because that's my main issue, because that cave's underground, and given that there's no hole IRL, like, how would you get down there? And that's my main question. And you can see like the guy like walks a little bit over the edge. And so I want to see how they move about there. And you can see that there's some stuff down there. Like there's the iron doors and some torches, which means that either they were placed there or it's naturally generated. But I think it's very odd for a cave of this kind to have like naturally generated stuff. And you can see some mossy cobblestone. It has plenty of iron doors and torches. You can see some lava off to the right. And also, like, I still find the using flint and steel for lighting very odd. But, and because like you're not going to be going down there. But it's interesting to have caves, and I think that they're gonna fix that kind of. They're gonna find a way around it, or I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But now let's look at the icons for the actual gameplay. So you see the hotbar has seven items. Now the thing is, the one on the very right, the player head, I think could very well be like your character and placing your character in the game. And so I'm not sure if you can swap that out, because as you can see earlier right here, you can see that she placed herself on top of a cobblestone pillar. So that might be the one on the very right. It seems that both these characters have the same skin, so maybe we'll see how that works. And then, so right above the hotbar on the right, we see a chest, which could be inventory, probably. Um, Now, next, on top of the chest, there's this button that seems like it's an exit button. Now, I don't know if this is like what other modes you could do. This might be like for if you want to look at the map. I don't even know if there's a map. Like, I don't know what that could do. It seems like an exit button. Then on the left, on top of the hotbar, we see a chest with an arrow pointing into the bottom, I believe. Now, I think this might be looking at. Well, I think it might be placing instead of breaking, because you can see he's using right now his controller is like the finger, which is, I believe, like the interact. So if you're like if you want to interact, or like I guess the finger is gonna be like right click, and that button underneath is gonna be like a left click, so that you can flick a lever or break it, and then we just have to tap. I just find it insane that they can find where the other player is, so they can put like the name tag, and like over here, they can put like what they're holding, like the block, the cobblestone, or the diamond pickaxe, like when they're breaking it. I just think that's crazy that they can like track someone like that, and in that way. Now then, if we go back to the UI, we see in the upper left, we see this kind of waypoint marker, which might be so you can find your builds later, or it might be to signal to like your people you're playing with, like, hey, this is what I'm looking at. I think yeah, I'm pretty sure that might be it, or it might be pulling up the map and seeing, where you are in the world and what's up, because there's gonna be something about collecting resources, and so we'll see how that goes. And then upper right is the 3 dots, which I'm guessing is gonna have something to do with sharing your build, like if you want to open a different build, or if you want to share your build, I believe is probably what that's gonna be. But so it's some gameplay, but for now it just looks like Minecraft and AR, and it doesn't seem to have any special functionality of you having to move around like in Pokemon Go. Because Pokemon Go, you have to move around a lot more to find and to get resources and stuff. Whereas, as far as I can tell from this expo, or from this demo, it seems like it's a lot more just in one place. Now, they might have, like, the main thing you might have to move around for is getting resources, and also they couldn't demo that in a theater. But I think that's one of the things that, like, I still want to figure out is how they're going to do, like, in the real world, what it's going to look like. So, I mean, we still have a lot to see, but this is really interesting, and this gives us a lot more insight than the trailer we got a few weeks ago. And this really like it shows more of what it can do, and it shows more of what the technology can do. Now, my other concern is, what is an AR enabled device? Because the newest Apple devices have the true depth sensors, which are a lot better at tracking like depth and stuff. Whereas my phone, I have an iPhone SE. Now, yes, I would like to get a new phone because my lock button broke, but like, I want to be able to run it on this, and so I don't know how I'll run, and if over here the functionality of seeing other people in the build is going to work well with this, or if it can estimate the size and kind of guess off of that. We'll see what the technology can do. But granted, I love the fact that the builds work, like that it has levers, and it's not just for looks, but it has functionality, because that's my favorite part of Minecraft, is the redstone and such. But we'll have to see how it pans out and what it does, and we'll see how resources gathering works, and just how resource gathering works. And then the other thing is caverns. That's and those are the two things that, like, I want to see how they figure it out. But it seems that the building and like the expanding from tabletop to real world, that seems to be pretty smooth, and it looks great both ways, and it translates nicely. And there seems to be not a lot of a difference, because here in the tabletop version, they don't even try like with the caves or anything. And I don't know, like, is there a cave? Could there be a cave on the tabletop version? Or are there only caves in the real world version? Like that's what I'm wondering about. But oh well, it looks great, I think, and it works really, really well. I mean, they were using, I believe, probably the newest iPhone and the newest iPad, so it's really high processing powers. It probably runs pretty well on that. But the minecart rails and the putting the players in the world, that's amazing. It looks great. I really can't wait. I signed up for the beta. I haven't gotten anything back about it, but we'll see. I'm really hyped. It looks like a great game, and I really can't wait for it to come out. But yeah, that's all for today. I mean, it wasn't even that much gameplay. It was like, 3 minutes. It wasn't that much, but it was really interesting, and I'm glad that we got some more footage of it. I really wasn't expecting to see Minecraft at WWDC, so it's crazy, but I mean, I'm glad we got something. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.